Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. It is Tuesday afternoon, May 24th. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Today's been very, very nice. The cats woke me up about 5 a.m. this morning to get their morning treats. Usually I've trained them to let me sleep until at least 6:30, but this morning they could not wait, so they got their morning treats about 5 a.m. I had serious agita. For dinner last night, I had a huge bowl of Raisin Bran. I know that sounds fairly innocuous, but I went to bed on a full belly of Raisin Bran, and something was happening in the belly all night, and I woke up very uncomfortable. So it was all like pressure right here. I'm like, am I having a heart attack or is this just gas? It was gas. So I share the most intimate details with you. The cats let me get back to sleep after a little while. It was very nice. We lounged around, stayed in the house. I took a ton of photographs because I have a living room full of stuff to list on eBay. And then I dropped a package off. A package was an eBay sale. That package included a pyramidal like paperweight made out of brass and copper. I think it's filled with sand. I got maybe $25, I think, for it. So, and they paid for shipping every time. So it was a fairly good sale. I think that paperweight may have cost me $3. So it was pretty good. Stopped off at, the Taco Bell, real traditional, and now I'm kind of just heading home. I'm all packed for my trip. Little heads up, little foreshadowing. I'm not leaving my room. My layover is probably, 13 hours. So I'm not leaving the room. And then tomorrow, I'm just deadheading on Southwest to get to Orlando. So that's the plan so far. We'll see what happens. In this industry, anything could happen. So I will see you later on at the house or on the way to work tonight. All right, see you later. Hey guys, hi. So I'm at the airport ready for work. I've got all my required items, my luggage, my lanyard, everything ready to go. I stopped at Panda for dinner, and my Fortune, I love Fortune cookies, says, your friends depend on you for solid advice. I'm not sure if you can read that there, but which is timely. It's a timely Fortune because I've been wondering what video or what topic would you like me to film a video regarding? Lately, of course, my focus has been on my obsession, which is Goodwill. And I've earned over $1,000 doing Goodwill in the past 3 or 4 weeks. So it's, it's kind of exciting, but it's not for everybody, that content. So what topic would you like me to touch on? I know someone out there is saying right now, meal prepping. And for some reason, I've been so lazy. I hardly meal prep at all. Lately, I've been bringing pre-made food that doesn't even have to be refrigerated. I mean, really, I'm not lazy right now. But if you want me to make a video on meal prepping, well, that will force me to meal prep. So that might be good. But, my thought is how to get the job as a flight attendant to go back to my roots when I first started my channel. And that advice would be given off the cuff organically, as all of my videos are. Yeah, what topics would you like me to film a video about in the near future? I've got some of you who are into my cat, some of you who are into Goodwilling, some of you who are into flight attendant content, and some of you who are just watching me for, I don't know what reason. But yeah, let me know what you think about what kind of topic you'd like me to touch on in the near future, and I'll do my best to start making that content. I really have to. I want to go back to my roots in making some of those videos I made a long time ago. Crash pads. I told you guys a while ago I would make a video on crash pads, but in the meantime, I've got 50 minutes to get from here in the parking lot to the airport right there and check in. So let's go to Pittsburgh. All right, see you soon. Hey, how are you? So I just did my safety equipment checks on the plane. So that's all done. Flight time today to Pittsburgh. You want to guess? 3 hours, 49 minutes. It's like we're going to be taking a Concorde or something. 3 hours and 49 minutes. That sounds like music to my ears. I was able to take like a 50-minute nap, and I didn't even really sleep because Buddy climbed up and curled up right next to me. And periodically he's like making little noises, which means rub my belly, scratch my head, do something. So I really didn't sleep, but I lay there peacefully for a little while, which was lovely. Yeah, so I don't know what our flight load is. Oh, I can tell you right now. How full is the flight? Thank you. 188. Oh, I don't think so. All right, but 349, how nice is that? All right, so I'll see you in Pittsburgh. Ooh, hey guys, hi. So walking to Pittsburgh. Very exciting. That flight was lovely, lovely. The crew is amazeballs. My chaser's lovely. And the two gentlemen I'm working with are fantastic. Really nice flight. Our passengers were great. Uncommonly attractive. I don't know what it was, but there were a bunch of absolutely gorgeous people on that plane. All of them behaved beautifully. I did meet a couple sitting up in front that they are eventually moving to Vegas, and they have a YouTube channel I've got to check out. That's right there, if you're gonna go check them out. He only has a couple hundred subscribers, but he just does videos apparently about thrifting. They're in a very small community without a lot of different sources to go thrifting. So, but I'm gonna go check it out, check out the channel. Going to the hotel, we get breakfast here. I'm very excited. And then we have 13 hours, I think maybe 13 and a half hours before we have to head back to the airport and jump on a plane, a Southwest airplane. So I will see you probably back at the hotel. Okay, made it to the hotel. We have breakfast, scrambled eggs with salsa, potatoes, sausage, biscuit with some strawberry jam and some honey, some mixed juices. Now say goodbye to the breakfast. Hey guys, good afternoon. It's a nice day outside. It's very green, very regular looking. All right, so I just woke up maybe a half hour ago. I threw some pasta in my mouth real quick, and I'm about to go downstairs for the shuttle. It's 5:15. The shuttle is at 5:30. And I'm just now realizing I never called or emailed crew scheduling to get my check-in information, my confirmation number with my Southwest flight so I could check in. So now I have to check in when I get to the airport, which means I'm going to be the last person to have checked in. So that's not good, but I'll make the flight. And if I don't make the flight, it's not my fault, right? So let's go downstairs, get the shuttle. I'll see you at the airport. Well, one thing I want to show you before I leave, if I end up like having food in my room or cooking in my room or something, I try to put anything that's gross, like this pesto, in the bag that that is stored inside the ice bucket, because there's almost never a plastic liner in the trash. So I try and toss gross stuff or stuff that might leak in this little ice bag, just to kind of make it easier for housekeeping. Just a little fun tip. Well, Pittsburgh is hopping today. Look at this. Fun, fun, fun. It's crazy town, Pittsburgh. Hey guys, hi. So I'm in the airport. Both of my coworkers had their information and had already checked in. So they stopped off to grab food. They're over at Chick-fil-A. I can't eat Chick-fil-A, mostly because they hate my people. If you don't know, you don't know, and that's okay. But if you do, you know. So I am going to find something else in a minute. I had some pasta with pesto sauce earlier in my room. It wasn't a lot, and I'm already kind of peckish, and I won't be able to eat until I don't even know when. So I'm going to grab a light bite. I'm in boarding Group B on Southwest today. When I fly Southwest, usually it's non-revving and you're in the last seat, you know. So it's nice to be in boarding group B for a change. I feel like a real passenger. Um, yeah, that's it. That's it so far. I will see you probably most likely in Orlando, unless I get a window seat, which we'll see. And then maybe I'll get to film something out the window there for fun. I will see you later. Well, this is a much nicer part of the Orlando airport than we usually see. I had to change seats, I should say. I was sitting in a window seat, very happy, but like the evil version of the Brady Bunch was behind me. And it was crazy. It was so loud. They were so loud that I ended up moving into an aisle seat closer to mid-cabin, but yeah, it was too crazy, so I had to move. I heard a crying baby. I was like, oh, is it them? Bad. Right, so we just made it to our pickup spot for the hotel shuttle. I am too fat for this humidity, so I had to come back inside and hang out in the air conditioning. So the flight from Pittsburgh to Orlando was easy after I escaped the sounds of the screaming children behind me. As a flight attendant, yelling and screaming children don't bother me really at all, because if I'm working, I can escape them. I can just like walk away. As a passenger, you're kind of stuck, you know, you're kind of stuck there. Thankfully, I was able to move into an aisle seat much further up. But the flight was very nice. Southwest is always a pleasure, right? There's a flight attendant who I was talking to a bit. She has been with Southwest for 3 years. She was with Frontier previous to Southwest, and you know, I think it's pretty universal when you get two flight attendants from different airlines. We both know that we both do the same job, really, no matter what airline. We have the same responsibilities and similar training, if not identical training, outside of service training and things like that, you know. But there's this passive aggressiveness that still comes out, I think. Oh, my airline's better than yours because of these reasons. You know, there's always this little like, oh, well, we do this. Oh, how about you? What do you do in this case? Oh, well, we do this. And the two of us, I think, we're just sitting there in this little loop of like, oh, really? You have to clean your planes? Yeah, no. You have 5 legs? No, thanks. So we're like passive aggressively trying to like talk up each other's airline. She was with Frontier for a little while at least, so she was trying to make me aware of what potential changes could potentially happen once if we merge, you know, as an airline as we're supposed to. But yeah, anything she was warning me about was nothing in comparison to whatever. Let me just stop talking because I could get into some dangerous water there. So a reminder, I never say this, but I should. My opinions are my own. They're not my airlines. I could get in trouble if I keep talking. So I'm going to let you go. I am oddly tired after that deadhead. So I'm going to just head to the hotel room and relax. If anything happens or comes to mind before then, I'll let you know later on. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Look how ugly this hallway is. Look at how ugly. Vile. Ooh, jeepers. The bedroom is just about as bad. Oh my gosh, I've never stayed in an uglier hotel room. Yellow walls, orange bed skirt, gray and turquoise carpet, and this 90s veneer. Oh, this is disgusting. But the beds look very comfortable, don't they? So let's just focus on the beds. Question for you. Question. Do you sleep in the bed closest to the door or closest to the window? Personally, I sleep in the bed that is closest to the, or furthest from the window, which is always closest to the door. Which one do you sleep in? Now, I only disturb one bed. Fly with a guy. He has one to sleep in, one to play in. Looks like someone laid down here or laid their clothes down. I can see some disturbance, but yeah, so I'll be sleeping in this one. Hey guys, how are ya? So this layover has been very relaxing. It's been very nice. As hideous as this room is, I mean, Look, it's been very comfortable. And the layover is going to get a little bit better because my hot water kettle just finished boiling some water. So I'm going to make some hot cocoa before bed. This little electric kettle, I think I got it for 20 bucks. It's small. You can see the size of my hand. I miss my old Gourmet hot water kettle that one of you guys sent me, but I lost the power plug, but whatever. This is doing its job. I'm making some hot cocoa in a minute, and I'm spending some time with one of my favorite flight attendants on YouTube, Miss Deanne Ford. And it's just been a very nice layover. I've listed a number of things on my eBay page, mostly little figurines, like little made in occupied Japan figurines I had. The other things I wanted to list, unfortunately, I neglected to write down measurements or dimensions, so I'll list those when I get home tomorrow, or on my next layover. I don't know. Something I bought recently on Amazon is this little number. It's a black light, and I bought it primarily to use when going to eBay and to Goodwill looking for crystal, seeing if I can find any uranium glass or anything like that. But then I realized what else you can do with a black light. You can look for evidence of, say, a bed that has been occupied, potentially played in. Right? So you just flash this and you'll see anything that might not have been taken care of by housekeeping. I know that sounds kind of gross. And I think you can even see evidence of bed bugs or something, but I just gave the sheets a once over with this. I didn't film it last night, but I gave my bed last night a once over with the black light. And there was one questionable area that looked like an old something or other. So I was okay. But yeah, so a little black light might be one of my little tools in terms of making sure my room is, you know, habitable. And just by me and not any little critters. But I think that's it. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Hey guys, good morning. Hi. So it is 11:41 in the morning. I'm taking the noon shuttle. I was scheduled to take the 12:30, but I did not get to sleep until 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning. No idea what's going on in my head. I laid in bed and tried to get to sleep, but to no avail. So needless to say, I did not wake up for breakfast. It's not that good to wake up for. So I'm going to take the a shuttle a little bit earlier just so I can get to the airport, grab a bite to eat. I had the weirdest dreams last night, and I didn't take any melatonin at all. Maybe that's my problem. But I had this dream about my ex-boyfriend, Mark. We had this huge argument about I don't even know what. But, you know, we broke up 5 years ago, 6 years ago. He married the next guy he went out with. 30 years his junior. 30 years his junior. Good for him, right? And then I had this other dream of a dream. A dream being a character, like you're dreaming, this is a character in your head, I don't know. And it was this like albatross, but also an elephant. And it was this elephant with albatross wings. And albatrosses really don't have to flap them. They just kind of glide around, you know. And I had this dream that dream as an entity was this albatross taking me along on this long journey somewhere without flapping its wings, and this is making as much sense as it sounds. Yeah, I don't know. It went on from there, I'm sure. But, yeah, you don't even know half the stuff that goes out of my head. As much as I talk, crazy town. So I'm going to go down and take the shuttle, and I will see you at the airport. Hey, guys. How are this one long hair here I keep seeing from back here? So, stray thoughts, sorry. You must be used to it by now. But got to the airport wicked early. Got here super early, so I had plenty of time to get lunch at Wendy's. It was a half hour in line, but got on the plane, did my safety checks. It turns out that we are going to be the first flight, at least out of Orlando, to Salt Lake City. And if we're not the inaugural flight, we're pretty close to it. So very exciting. I always have sort of high expectations around places like Salt Lake City and that the people are very nice. So I'm going to work on that assumption and expect this to be a very nice flight. My crew, as I think I mentioned before, is fantastic. The guys in back are a hoot. They're really, really wonderful. My chaser, I just met her just a moment ago when she was boarding. I'm high energy right now. I am very high energy right now. She doesn't seem quite as energetic. So I'm going to try and bring myself down a little bit so I'm not like, a golden retriever, yeah, so it's a nice day so far. It's just starting though. So I will see you probably in Salt Lake City. Toodaloo. Well, that flight to Salt Lake City was uneventful until the last 5 minutes. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Hold on. Oh, awful. All right, so this was supposed to be a real quick turn because we have to head back to Las Vegas. The flight to Vegas is going to be 57 minutes or something. Super great. But the landing in Salt Lake City is kind of rough. It's kind of like Las Vegas in that we're surrounded by mountains. It's 95 degrees here, so the heat comes into play. And there's lots and lots of wind. So it's very rough coming in. We had to do final approach when we did initial, which means we had to, have everyone put their bags away real quick. Window shades are open, all the business. I'd say 4 minutes before we landed. Not even that. Like, as we're landing, this poor girl got sick. And she didn't just get sick. It was a science fiction movie. I mean, it was everywhere except her. She escaped the flood completely, but pretty much everyone around her was, as you could, affected, I could say. The seats, the carpet, I mean, not to be too descriptive, I'm sorry, but it was significant. The cleaners, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how they're going to do it, but yeah, ta-da! So 57 minutes getting back home. We're not supposed to have time to get coffee or something, but my coworkers are off getting coffee because it's going to take the cleaners a little while to take care of business. But the poor thing, she was so sick. Didn't show a lot of remorse. Because I'd be horrified. But whatever, the poor thing. All right, let's go home. Me again. Hi, I'm still in Salt Lake City. This is going to take a lot longer than we expected because it was that bad. It was so bad. It's so bad. Our poor gate agents here, they are real troopers. It's their first day, one of their first flights into base, and a lot of the bigwigs for the airline are here. So these, I'm sure they feel the pressure of having the bigwigs here, plus getting the planes out on time and showing that they know what they're doing and all that. And then life happens, airline stuff happens, and unfortunately it's all happening. So I'm gonna grab a bite and a coffee because I have time. I'll see you in Vegas. Bye. I'm heading back to the plane, but look at the mountains back there. Look at that, so pretty. Snow-capped still. It's 100 degrees here. Still here. Found a cell phone. This station's gonna have to learn by trial of fire. They just tried boarding. They're still sick all over the place. They just tried boarding us. Hey there, hi there, ho there. So I'm back home in Las Vegas and I could not be happier. That flight coming in from Salt Lake City was lovely. The people were just wonderful. A lot of good laughs, a lot of good times for a very short flight. It was 57 minutes. completely full. And the fact that it was our inaugural flight from Orlando to Salt Lake City and our flight was packed full was a very good sign, as was the fact that our plane was packed coming to Las Vegas. So really good sign. I'm going to be seeing that poor sick girl and her illness in my nightmares for months. That was just devastating, really. But yeah, the flight here was, you know, inconsequential. Nothing happened. So very happy with that. We were about 20 minutes late. What else? Yeah, that's it. Really nothing to say about that flight besides I love the people. Have a good day. Yeah, so I'm gonna head home. Thanks for joining me. I think earlier in this video, yesterday, day before, that I asked for suggestions. If you haven't already, what would you like me to film? What topics would you like me to address? Personal, my work life, whatever. You know, write down a suggestion and I'll put together a list. If I can't approach it soon, I have to start planning for October. I'm thinking of doing Vlogtober and then Vlogmas. Just thinking about it. So give me some ideas, and that's it. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you on a future video. Fly safe.